Are you looking for 10 best places to visit in Wyoming? With almost half of Wyoming detailed as public land, the Cowboy State is the perfect vacation spot for absolutely everyone who desires to discover the dramatic herbal splendor of the American West, the maximum carefully populated nation with inside the Union. The high-quality locations to go to in Wyoming are full of superb landscapes, starting from the thermal geysers of Yellowstone to the jagged mountain peaks of Grand Teton. The mountainous nation is rightfully happy with its Wild West history too, whether looking a bronco-busting rodeo, chowing down on a chuck wagon dinner, or rollicking the nighttime away at a country tune dance hall. It's clean that cowboy subculture is alive and nicely in Wyoming. Here is the list of top 10 best places to visit in Wyoming. Number 10. Fossil Butte National Monument. Millions of years ago, 3 awesome lakes included plenty of what's now an excessive wasteland within inside the southwest nook of Wyoming. The smallest frame of water recognized nowadays as Fossil Lake has proved to be a treasure trove of fossilized fish, animals, and plants. Located around 15 miles, 24 kilometers, west of the city of Kemmerer. The Fossil Butte National Monument functions a butte that rises 1 feet 300 meters above the historic lake bed. Fossils are discovered everywhere in the butte, and at some point of the summer, site visitors can be a part of paleontologists to dig for prehistoric remains. The monument's tourist middle presentations greater than 300 fossils discovered within inside the area. Number 9. Hot Springs State Park. The biggest warm springs in North America is the primary enchantment in Hot Springs State Park, located close to the aptly named city of Thermopolis. The steaming warm water from the big spring is used to deliver numerous spa-ins and water parks. Run through the nation, the state bathhouse is open to the public. Visitors can soak in an indoor or out-of-doors pool freed from fee for 20 minutes. With its open and enclosed twisting water slides, indoor and out-of-doors swimming pools, and effervescent warm tubs. The Star Plunge Water Park is a own circle of relatives' favorite. The park is likewise domestic to a herd of around 25 bison. Number 8. Cheyenne. Located within inside the southeast nook of Wyoming, Cheyenne is the Cowboy State's capital and biggest metropolis. Founded in 1867, Cheyenne's many incidental homes and museums are its most important attractions. Built in 1887, the Renaissance rival fashion Capitol building functions a gold leaf dome that's seen from nearly everywhere within inside the metropolis, and the building's stained glass interior, grand staircase, and checkerboard marble flooring make it really well worth a go-to. The Nelson Museum of the West functions Native American artwork and artifacts from the USA Cavalry. In July, Cheyenne hosts the Cheyenne Frontier Days, the biggest out-of-doors rodeo within inside the U.S. Established in 1897, it consists of several rodeo events, unfastened pancake breakfasts, nighttime time concerts, and parades. Number 7. Bighorn Canyon. The Bighorn Canyon National Recreation Area owes its life to the Yellowtail Dam constructed at the Bighorn River in Montana at some point of the 1960s. Much of the dam's reservoir, which extends 71 miles, 114 kilometers, upstream into Wyoming, lies in the Crow Indian Reservation. Steep canyon partitions upward thrust above Bighorn Lake, making the reservoir a scenic vicinity to experience boating and water sports. The Wyoming facet of the park lies adjoining to the Pryor Mountain National Wild Horse Range, imparting site visitors the threat to peer herds of untamed horses driving alongside the canyon's summit. Number 6. Devil's Tower. Rising 267 feet, 386 meters, above the encircling terrain, Devil's Tower is the middle of an historic volcano uncovered from erosion. It is positioned within inside the Black Hills in Crook County, northeastern Wyoming, and changed into declared a United States National Monument in 1906 through President Theodore Roosevelt. The mountain have become global well-known in 1977, whilst it changed into selected because the vicinity of the alien-human rendezvous factor in Steven Spielberg's Oscar-prevailing technological know-how fiction film, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Nowadays, it's one of the maximum famous locations to go to in Wyoming. Number 5. Flaming Gorge Recreation Area. Formed through a dam constructed at the Green River in 1958, the Flaming Gorge Reservoir is the #1 enchantment of this national recreation area straddling the border among Utah and Wyoming. Equipped with 5 full-carrier marinas, the artificial lake is the right excursion vacation spot for water sports, boating, and fishing. With greater than 100 miles, 160 km, of trails, trekking, mountain cycling, and horseback driving are famous sports as nicely named after the flame-colored cliffs that upward thrust up from the Green River. Flaming Gorge is maximum scenic at dawn or sundown whilst the canyon glows with tremendous colors. Number 4. Cody. No go to Wyoming is whole without exploring the nation's cowboy history, and the metropolis of Cody is an awesome vicinity to see into the Cowboy State's past. Located close to Yellowstone, the metropolis changed into based in 1887 through the mythical Buffalo Bill Cody. The Buffalo Bill Center within inside the middle of Cody has 5 Western-themed museums full of attractive exhibits, consisting of artifacts that chronicle William F. Cody's colorful existence. The Old Trail Town, which functions greater than 25 restored Western homes, is a thought-to-see enchantment too. Known because the rodeo capital of the world, Cody holds rodeos nearly each nighttime at some point of the summer. Number 3. Jackson Hole. Located close to Wyoming's border with Idaho, the upscale Jackson Hole Motel region started out existence as outposts for trappers attracted through the area's many fur-bearing animals. A river basin at the bottom of the Teton Range, Jackson Hole draws site visitors in each season. Rafting in Snake River is a famous interest in summer, and with greater than 500 inches of snow every winter. The area is a favorite snowboarding vacation spot too. The city of Jackson is the best included city inside the valley. However, there are inns, houses, and groups scattered everywhere in the valley. Dining in Jackson levels from campfire barbecue cookouts to delicacies like wild salmon, buffalo burgers, and elk chops. Number 2. Grand Teton National Park. Established in 1929, the Grand Teton National Park is widely known for its beautiful mountain vistas, its shimmering alpine lakes, and its plentiful wildlife. Stretching from Yellowstone National Park to the city of Jackson, the rugged backbone of the Teton Mountains towers greater than a mile above the Snake River Valley. Sparkling lakes nestle towards the foot of the mountains, and moose, bison, and elk are many of the many animals that make the park their domestic. With greater than 250 miles, 400 km, of trekking trails and masses of campgrounds, hotels, and lodges, site visitors have their select out of sports and accommodations. Number 1. Yellowstone. Formed through volcanic hearth place and glacial ice, the nation's first country-wide park is arguably its maximum superb too. Underground thermal waters bubble as much as the floor and explode into geysers. Water draining from Yellowstone's excessive plateau paperwork into rivers and tumbles down waterfalls. The biggest herd of bison in America roams freely via Yellowstone, and elk, bighorn sheep, grizzly bears, and wolves variety the park is nicely. Yellowstone National Park is so famous that site visitors ought to make plans nicely earlier to stable accommodations or campsites. Attracting greater than 3 million site visitors every year, Yellowstone is greater than a country-wide park. It's a country-wide treasure.